A very good evening all. I'm Aditi Lamba and you are watching the Thursday night edition of South Asian News on Vision of Asia. With much activity, this week surely has presented many accomplishing avenues for members of the community. A lot is happening in the diaspora as South Asians continue to showcase their dedication and commitment to causes that matter. On that, the episode tonight covers much dialogue in political, social and religious spheres. Also today, the US government continues to stay in its partial shutdown, which is now stretched into day 34, the largest government shutdown in the history. So do send us your perspective or reach us with your organization's comments on events at itvgold.com. Let's now begin tonight's edition of Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community, bringing you the headlines. Attorney General Gurbir Grewal swears in Councilman Salim Patel, City of Passaic in New Jersey. Indian Consulate and Sikh Americans celebrate 558th birth anniversary of Shri Guru Nanak Dev in New York. Get to know One Project New Jersey featuring Amman Singh Seehra in ITV Gold Studio. Time for a short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again. I'm Aditi Lamba and you are watching Vision of Asia, South Asian News segment. Beginning the episode tonight, a great story of South Asian mobilization, especially when it comes to the next generation. Recently, State of New Jersey Attorney General swore in City of Passaic, Councilman Salim Patel, in a swearing-in ceremony attended by over 300 people. The event marked the first Muslim American person being sworn into the City of Passaic Council, with many elected officials presented in support. Councilman Salim Patel has served as the City of Passaic in various capacities, notably being the President and Vice President of the Passaic Board of Education for 10 years, focusing greatly on education and nonprofits to help empower more in the community.
We share a number of firsts in our respective positions, and I think it sends a strong message that no matter what might be going on in the rest of the country, things are right here in New Jersey and things are right here in Passaic, and that we value our diversity as our strength. And like Salim said, he might be the first, but he won't be the last. And I hope that's a takeaway from today's ceremony.
When I look at the diversity in our community, I'm filled with pride. I'm humbled by the accomplishments of so many great leaders to open up the door for new members of communities that have never been represented before. In the City of Passaic, I'm proud of our South Asian community. We have so many members of the Indian community. 2 years ago, I was proud to promote the very first captain of police of Indian descent. I'm excited about today, but I'm excited about tomorrow and the future, because we need to see more leaders of the Indian community, not just in government, but in leadership positions everywhere, in the schools, in the courtrooms, inside of the hospitals, because it's such a beautiful community that focuses on education that has helped shape the City of Passaic.
You know, when I consider Councilman Salim Patel's life, he mentioned that we both graduated in 1996, along with Latasha came up and sang the name of us. I remember him in middle school. I remember a young man who was focused on education. I remember a young man who faced personal tragedy, who lost a family member to violence. I remember a young man that was involved in different organizations and clubs in school and committed his life to service early.
Thank you for covering us for today's appointment of my son as a councilman of City of Passaic. We are very proud of him, and he is a graduate from Passaic High School and live in Passaic and raise also in Passaic.
We are so honored and we are so pleased. We look at ourselves in so many ways. We are such a diverse, municipality, perhaps the most diverse in the entire state. We are different in our languages, in our religions, in our colors, in our traditions, in our home life. In so many areas we are different. And yet we come together in common cause for a better city, for a better municipality that treats each one of us equally, not in spite of our differences, but because of them. And we in Passaic have done what so few others have achieved, and that is taking that diversity and making it work.
And it is an extreme honor to be here today, to be honored by the attendance of our Attorney General, to be honored by so many dignitaries, my council colleagues, people from our members of the state legislature, our Board of Education. There's no way I can fit my speech under an hour to recognize each and every one of you. But each and every one of you are important. Each and every one of you bring so much to our great city. We use our diversity as a means of being stronger, of building community, of bringing the best out of what each of our respective communities brings forward to the public space. Our great city is better because of each and every one of you. Many that spoke before me spoke about me being the first South Asian elected to this city council. And we talk about the firsts and breaking barriers, about how many firsts that we have seen from not only the city of Passaic, but this great state that continues to move forward and break barriers for people of color, for marginalized communities, giving opportunity, giving hope to the disenfranchised. And so, while I may be the first, I'll tell you, I am not the last. I want to thank all the community members and the residents of New Jersey that came out. I want to thank the Attorney General for coming, for conducting the oath of office. It's an absolute honor to have Attorney General Grewal conduct the oath of office. I hope the future, I see the future bright with so many students coming and wanting to be engaged and move the community forward. Thank you.
Let's now take a look at New York and at another successful event produced by the Indian Consulate in enhancing more dialogue and connection between the Government of India and Indian Americans, promoting many cultural occasions and celebrations. Recently, to celebrate the 550th birth anniversary of Sikhism's founder and first Guru, Shri Guru Nanak Dev, the Consulate, in association with various US-based Sikh organizations, held an evening of Sikh devotional discourse and Gurbani Sangeet performed by well-known artist Bhai Baldeep Singh. Guru Nanak's message of love, brotherhood, respect and equality have been the fundamental blocks of Sikhism, and he is known as one of the greatest Indian philosophers, teachers and social reformers. At the event held at the Consulate, Bhai Baldeep Singh, along with an ensemble of musicians, surely held the audience captive with masterly presentations of mystical hymns of Guru Nanak. Let's take a look.
A lot of people are here to at this celebration. We hope to have a series of programs to commemorate the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The message of Baba Guru Nanak Dev was not only for Sikh community. His message of peace and love was transcended all the boundaries of religion. All people belong to all religions look towards his message. We do not see this event totally as reaching out to organizing only for the Sikh community. People from all walks of life are welcome, and we also we would like to have a series of such programs belonging to people from different states. There we hope to have state day celebrations of Bihar, Punjab, Tamil Nadu over this course of years, over the course of next year, and people from belong to the Indian community are most welcome to come and join us.
He has been mentored in the Drupal given by two of his granduncles, Bhai Avtar Singh and Bhai Gurcharan Singh. as well as by Ustad Rahim Faimuddin Dagar. My Baldeep Singh has inspired interest in the structure of the classic poetic forms found in Gurbani and has revived the rare art of singing the 22 bars. He has awakened the artist elements in these old classical compositions. He is a recipient of numerous awards and has been very active in the contemporary Indian cultural scene and has produced a number of recordings of rare Indian musical instruments and has contributed to interreligious and intercultural exchanges.
As Paisa was mentioning about him, he rendered a kavit from Bhai Gurdas, कि सतगुरु नानक प्रगटया मिटी धुंध जग चानन हुआ. You have to just visualize what was the dhund, what was missed at the time. What is being referred in that kavit by Bhai Gurdas, the maternal uncle of the fifth Guru. So imagine that dhund. Imagine, then you will see what life it was, and then you will see the difference he made.
ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਮਹਾਨ ਫਿਲਾਸਫਰ, ਇੱਕ ਮਹਾਨ ਕਵੀ, ਇੱਕ ਮਹਾਨ ਦਾਰਸ਼ਨਿਕ ਸਨ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ 550 ਸਾਲ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਸਥਾਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਗਏ, ਮੱਕਾ ਮਦੀਨਾ ਔਰ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਗਨਨਾਥਪੁਰੀ, ਸਾਰੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਏਕਤਾ ਦਾ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਦਿੱਤਾ. ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਰਤਾਰਪੁਰ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਖੀਲੇ ਆਪਣੇ 17 ਸਾਲ ਉੱਥੇ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ, ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਦੀ ਸਮਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਰਤ ਕਰਨੀ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣਾ, ਵੰਡ ਛਕਣਾ. ਉਹਦੇ ਆਧਾਰ 'ਤੇ ਹੀ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ 20 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਾ ਲੰਗਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਉਹ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਰੋੜਾਂ ਉਹ ਲੰਗਰ ਛਕ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ.
These grand elders have only cleared ways for our play. As an aviator, ex-aviator if I may, धुन तो भगवान की बनाई वो ना जाएगी. वो शैतान भी उसी ने बनाया, अपने आप भी उसने अपने आप को बनाया. हाँ, the one did oneself and also created the idea of the devil. It's created. How can who are we to sort of lock the devil up in a barrel? Wouldn't work. So what the grand elders have done in and time out is to clear the runway and give us enough visibility we can take off and emancipate, be emancipated. Right? It's redemption, our individual redemption. The whole game of the world will go on. That's beyond my might, beyond your might, beyond the might of any scripture. They're all done by us. That's the eternal truth. Nothing came from the skies. We can say we can glorify anything. That's the reality Guru Baba Nanak wakes us up to.
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਇਮਰਾਨ ਖਾਨ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਕਰਤਾਰਪੁਰ ਦਾ ਲਾਂਘਾ ਜੋ ਇੱਕ ਤੋਹਫਾ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਗਤ ਵਾਸਤੇ 550 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਆਮਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਲਾਂਘਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ. ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਇਸੀ ਰਾਹੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਹੈ, ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਏਕਤਾ ਦਾ, ਸਾਂਝੀਵਾਲਤਾ ਦਾ. ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.
No.
community. We'll be right back. And welcome back. You are tuned into Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. Concluding the show tonight, we have a special get-to-know segment on One Project New Jersey, featuring Sikh American attorney and non-profit executive, also the founder of One Project New Jersey, Amman Singh Seehra. The non-profit is a faith and community coalition organized to effectively and efficiently address social needs through education and volunteerism. One Project New Jersey successfully has been organizing annual New Jersey hunger projects in which thousands of meals are packed by volunteers and then distributed to the ones in need, targeting the issue of hunger and poverty in the state of New Jersey. A great conversation on proactive steps taken to empower more. Let's take a look. As well, talk to our viewers a little bit about what One Project is. Has a very good message attached to it. And while you are discussing that, if you could give us an insight into what brought together the concept and how you're really trying to mobilize the community with it.
Yeah,
so yours.
Actually the way it started is I was playing basketball and there's somebody I saw and I'm like, you look really familiar, and we started talking, and he was a local pastor from my town, and we were just talking and we realized that a lot of the work that we do is very similar. So we went out for lunch one day and we just realized that he's working with his faith and I'm working with my faith to do a lot of stuff to help the community, and we're like, let's figure out a way that we can work together, do this more efficiently, more effectively, and reach a greater pool of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was based off this concept that we have so much more in common than we do different, and we want to work as one to make a difference, and that's why we came up with the One Project. We started off our very first year, which is 5 years ago, with a project called the New Jersey Hunger Project. We kind of didn't know what we were doing. We just went around to local businesses and people were saying, like, can you give us money? We're working with another nonprofit to get meals for 25 cents.
Wow.
And we ended up raising enough money to provide 40,000 meals to low-income families throughout New Jersey. And we were able to bring together 330 individuals to help volunteer to package all those meals.
Wow.
And every year we've grown substantially up until this last year in 2018, where we had 1,600 volunteers come together to package 131,000 meals that we distribute to low-income families throughout New Jersey.
Wow. And when does this usually occur during the year? And are you trying to expand it perhaps?
Yeah.
Past New Jersey, going to New York, Connecticut. It's a beautiful project.
Yeah, so we've, our next Hunger Project, we have a bunch of different initiatives, but our most well-known is the Hunger Project, which usually occurs in late July, early August. We're looking to have over 2,000 volunteers this year and try to get as many meals as we can, close to 150,000 if we can. And also we are looking to expand as well. We are going to open up a branch in LA. We're looking to expand in the DC area as well as New York and a few other areas as well, just because we've had so many people who love the idea, love the concept, and just want to help out. And it's really about enabling and empowering volunteers to do what they're passionate.
What could you tell our viewers about the problem of hunger, especially with low-income families?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how substantial it is.
Right.
So being food insecure means that you don't know if you're going to get 3 meals a day. And in New Jersey, for example, about 1 in 5 children are food insecure. So
about 1 in 5 children are food insecure.
So what we did with the Hunger Project, it was focusing on places that we thought are the biggest needs. So we try to focus on children. So we work with Mercer Street Friends and some of the other food banks on a program called Send Hunger Packing, which focuses on getting meals for low-income students over weekends, long breaks, where they're not getting their school lunch and school breakfast program to get meals. And we also donate a lot of those meals to the summer feeding program, where in New York it's about 30%, only 30% of the students who are on the school lunch and school breakfast program participate in the summer feeding program, which is one of the highest rates in the entire country, but still only at 30%. New Jersey is right around 24%. And we want to fill that gap over the summer to make sure that these food insecure children are getting meals over the summer as well as on these breaks.
This is a huge problem. Do you think when you're looking at how much help you've already done with the cause and other organizations, my question to you is, how much more do you think is needed to actually help eradicate the hunger problem? Let's just say from the state of New Jersey, since you work so closely with it.
I think that it's really just about mobilizing a lot of people and just helping whenever you can. There's always going to be a need. And I think that every single thing that you do to help that makes a big difference. And also it's very self-fulfilling as well to realize that you're going to make a difference. You're helping those in need. You're helping those who are struggling, just giving them the basics of having food on their table. I think that, you know, we get closer and closer, and our participation rates in a lot of federal programs has been on the rise over the last 10 years. And I think if we continue to do good, we're going to make a bigger difference.
And are there any estimate numbers of how many meals have so far been given by one project?
So we've had 5 hunger projects, and we're close to a little bit under 500,000 meals that we've donated over those 5 years. And we look to expand and make it bigger and bigger every single year, because our big focus is on bringing people together. So we target different people from different faiths, and we realize that no matter where you come from, no matter what your background, everybody believes in helping those in need. Everybody believes that nobody should be hungry. And we use that common bond to bring people together, and it's turned into nearly 500,000 meals for those in need.
Amman, how can we as a member of media or the population, the general population watching you, how should we help an organization like One Project?
So for One Project, we have different projects that go on throughout the year. You can follow us on Facebook and social media. We post all our events on social media under One Project or One Project NJ. And then also with projects like SOLDEF, is going to the website and social media, following the projects that are going on, seeing what resonates with you, what you believe in, and volunteering and donating and just working with those things that you feel you're passionate about.
And that is all for our segment of South Asian happenings for tonight. Send us your suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Remember to write to us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on our Facebook handle @itvgold. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our popular shows for free. Tune in this Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, to watch our topics of the week with me. This is Vision of Asia. I am Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.